Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to explain about the country of Romania for the subject Introduction to International Business. This assignment is specifically prepared for Puan Anita Mara binti Muhammad Yusuf.
Hi, my name is QISTINA and I represent my group members FARZANA HUDA, MARDIANA MANSOR, IZZAH SYAZWANI and one SOFIYYA, and we would like to add your knowledge about the country of Romania.
Firstly, I'm going to add your knowledge about the country profile of Romania. Romania is a country located at the crossroads of Central Eastern and Southeastern Europe. Romania shares a maritime border with Turkey. The majority of the population identify as ethnic Romanian and Eastern Orthodox Christian and are native speakers of Romanian, a Romance language. It has a predominantly temperate continental climate. With a total area of 238,397 square kilometers, Romania is the 12th largest country in Europe and the 7th most populous member state of the European Union, having approximately 20 million inhabitants. Its capital and largest city is Bucharest.
I will explain about Romania culture. Christianity is the largest religion in Romania. Romanian culture uses many different languages but mainly uses Latin-based language, and they also uses global language which is English language. Fun fact about Romania is whenever they communicate, they sounded like they were arguing, but the truth is they speak loudly because they want to show excitement in talking to one another. Romania have a lot of delicious delicacies such as mici, sarmale, and ciorba de burta. One of the Romanian tradition is that man offers women decorative objects that are tied with red or white ribbon, which is called martisa tradition. This tradition shows how they appreciate both genders. Romania's traditional clothes is very unique and attractive. Men wears white shirt or white blouse, white pants, a belt, a hat, and overcoat, while women wears white long sleeve blouse, skirt, black vest, and head coverings.
I will proceed with legal and political in Romania. Romania political framework is semi-presidential representative democratic republic where the Prime Minister is the head of government while the President represents the whole country internationally, signs some decrees, approves laws promulgated by Parliament and nominations as head of state. As you can see inside the slide, the man on the left side is the Prime Minister called Ludovic Orban while the man on the right side is the President called Klaus Iohannis. Romania political have a multi-party system. Legislative power is given by the government and the two houses of parliament. The votes in appointing the president is by how much vote it gets from the Romanian citizens. The most or highest votes will be the president. The president terms is for 2 5-year terms. Then, the prime minister were chosen by the president's nomination and majority in parliament. There are 5 main parliamentary parties which are National Liberal Party, Social Democratic Party, Save Romania Union, People's Movement Party and Democratic Alliance of Hungarians in Romania. The Romanian police force is organized nationally under the Ministry of Administration and Interior. There is also National Police Force, National Gendarmerie and the Border Police Force. The Ministry of Justice holds and handles all serious crimes. This is one of the Romania's Prime Minister contribution during COVID-19 pandemic, which the Prime Minister attended departure of 20 trucks full of medical equipment as part of aid provided by Romania to the Republic of Moldova.
Now we move on to the demographic factor of Romania. The age group of people in Romania. In the age group of 25 to 54 years, they represent approximately 46.3% of population as they are highly weighted toward its inhabitants. Younger generation of 0 to 25 age group with 25.95% of population. Senior citizens represent people of 55-year-old and older with 27.8% of population. I'll proceed to the religion of Romanian people. Most Romanian people believe in Orthodox Church with 81.9% of population, followed by Protestant 6.5% of population, Roman Catholic 4.3% of population, Muslim 0.9% of population, and atheist 0.2% of population. Now, the nationality and ethnic group of Romanian people. The nationality of Romanian people is Romanian, and Romanian people is divided into different ethnic groups. The highest ethnic group is Romanian with 83.4%, Hungarian 6.3%, Romania 3.1%, Ukraine 0.3%, German 0.2%, and others 0.7%. The income and occupation level of Romania. Romania has a diverse and highly skilled workforce, ranking as the world's 40th strongest economy, became as a sought-after country for foreign investors. Its main exports are vehicles, machinery, chemicals, computer devices, and in 2018, the nominal GDP was $240 billion. The average take-home salary in 2020 is around $3,000 per month. Next, the education level of Romania. In Romania, education is mandatory for 11 years. High school begins in the 9th grade, normally lasts for 4 years, while vocational high schools last for 5 years. Public universities offer free tuition fees and scholarship to students with academic achievements. The literacy rate of individuals over the age of 15 years increased from 96.7% in 1992 to 97.3% in 2002. Today, the literacy rate is 98.8%. Now, we move on to the last part of demography factors, that is family size. In 2016, average household size was at level of 2648 people. However, it decreased to 2627 people in 2017. The majority of Romanian families are traditional married couple with kids. Marriage rate in year 2000 was 6.1 marriages per 1,000 inhabitants. The divorce rate remained relatively constant, around 1.3 divorce per 1,000 inhabitants.
Now, I'm going to tell about the population of Romania. Firstly, Romania ranks number 61 in the list of countries and dependencies by population. Secondly, the capital of Romania is Bucharest, and this city has a population of 1,877,155 individuals. 54.6% of the population is urban with 10,507,365 people in 2020. Population of Romania is 19,198,218 as October 20, 2020 based on World Meter elaboration of the latest United Nations data. Next, Romanian population is equivalent to 0.25% of the total world population.
Now I will explain more about the main industry in Romania, which is agriculture. In Romania, agriculture plays an important role and employs over 29% of the country's labor force, one of the highest in Europe. The country's agriculture contributes about 8.1% of GDP. The greatest challenge facing Romania's agriculture is the lack of large investment due to the difficulties of accessing available funds, extreme soil erosion, and outdated technologies. We move on to the other industry in Romania. First is mining. Did you know that Romania is the 10th most diverse country in the world in mineral production, and there are around 60 different minerals produced in country? Romania has sufficient deposit of various types of minerals to supply the manufacturing production of the country. Secondly, manufacturing. In 2017, manufacturing in Romania experienced massive growth relative. Romania is now a developing center in Europe, and the automotive sector has risen by an annual average of 18. Lastly, service. In 2003, Romania's service sector contributed 55% of GDP and employed 51.3% of the country's labor force. Leasing, banking, service, transportation, hotels, and exchange are some of the major subsectors in the service industry.
Now, I will continue on the resources of Romania. In terms of agriculture, the resources are forests and timbers. After World War II, the industry shifted its focus from raw timber to processed wood products. After knowing the economic value of the forest, the government established Council of Forestry to supervise afforestation projects. For mining industry, the resources are gold, silver, coal, copper, petroleum, and uranium. The mine is assessed to have 203 tons of gold, 1,217 tons of silver, and 1,102 million tons of copper.